Hi, boys and girls, and welcome to another social studies lesson. Today, we're going to be taking a look as geographers. We're still working on question number 2, what are the natural characteristics of Michigan? And we're going to be taking a look at some maps today to help us understand kind of where things are in Michigan that we've been talking about. For the lesson, you actually don't need anything. You just need to watch this. Then after, you're going to take a quiz about what you learned in this video. So if you watch this video, you're actually going to get some answers that are going to be on the quiz. So it's kind of our little secret of, so I can see who's watching the videos and who is not. So let's go ahead and get started. So our objective today is going to be to use thematic maps. So they're not just regular maps, they have a theme to them so that we can identify physical characteristics, those natural characteristics of Michigan. We're going to be taking a look at landforms and bodies of water. And our language objective for today is going to be to write some of those important facts using your graphic organizer. And we've done that a lot already in these graphic organizers in our packet. You don't need to worry about that today. All right, you're about to look at a map of Michigan. And I want us to remember what a peninsula is. A peninsula is land where there is water on 3 sides. Where there is water on 3 sides, and then the other side has land. So we're going to take a look and see how many peninsulas does Michigan have. So here's our map. So take a minute and think to ourselves, how many peninsulas do we see? So the answer is there are 2 peninsulas. We have the Upper Peninsula because it's on top. The Upper Peninsula is surrounded by surrounded by water on 3 sides. It has water on the bottom or the south side. It has water on the right or the east side, and it has water along the north side. It does not have water on the west side. On the west side, it links up to Wisconsin. This is called the Upper Peninsula. We also have the Lower Peninsula down here. That's the shape that looks like a mitten. It has water on the west, it has water on the north, and it has water on the east. It does not have water along the very bottom. That's Indiana and Ohio, and that is land. So again, we have 2 main peninsulas on Michigan, the Upper Peninsula and the Lower Peninsula. Now I want you to look at the map, and this might be harder to see because they're itty bitty. I want to know how many islands do you see? Remember, islands are pieces of land completely surrounded by water. So take a look. How many islands do you see? So I'm actually going to stop you from counting because there are just so many islands. All of these little things are islands that belong to Michigan. So Michigan has many small items. Some are very important and well known, like Mackinac Island, Beaver Island, and Island Royale. Now we're going to take a look at an elevation map. An elevation map shows how high and how low Michigan's land is. When it's green on the map, so here we have the Upper Peninsula, and down here we have the Lower Peninsula. When it's green, that means the land is very flat. So you know we live down here by this thumb. It's not going to let my cursor go. We're a little farther south than where my cursor is. Sorry about that. I don't know why it's doing that. In that bottom, we're very much in the green. That's because our land is very flat. If we look around outside, we don't see a lot of hills. We definitely don't see mountains. So that's why that green is very, very flat. As we get more north, as we go north, we see some yellow. Yellow is kind of middle ground. It's not flat, but it's not super, super tall. We don't get to very, very tall land until we get into the upper peninsula. This is where we see our mountain ranges, groups of mountains. So we have no mountains in the lower peninsula, and we do have some mountains in the upper peninsula. So here are the questions you're going to see on your quiz. How many high spots do you see? High is the red. That would be one area right here, two areas right there. There are two really high spots. Those are the two big mountain ranges in Michigan, and those are called the Huron Mountains and the Porcupine Mountains. So where are those high spots in Michigan? Are they in the upper peninsula or the lower peninsula? The correct answer is the upper peninsula. The lower peninsula is very flat. Is there a high part in the lower peninsula? Yeah, kind of. Up by the Fingers. Sorry, someone's trying to come in. Up by the Fingers is very, very high. And what kind of land is near the water or the coast? So if we look at this and we look by the water, what kind of land is where water would be touching? So if you think most of this white part is water, is it by high ground or low ground? The answer is low ground. Remember, over here, this is land. That's land. These mountains are touching land. It's touching a state called Wisconsin. The rest of it that's surrounded by water, it has green all the way around its edge. So that means that water touches very low land. What about the islands? Are the islands high or low? So take a look at the islands. The islands are low. They're all that dark green, which means they are low land. All right, and that's where we're gonna stop today. So again, you can watch this video as many times as you need. Use it to help you on that quiz, because again, I really am trying to see who's watching the videos and who's just skipping over them to answer the questions. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching all the way through. Good luck on your quiz.